Because reading is what?
Fundamental.
BTS Fanfic Storytime, reading Creep by X-June Child X. Wine is sitting at the bar. Somebody comes and sits next to her. He sits next to her, talking to her, trying to flirt. She ain't trying to hear that. All she want to do is finish her drink, but he's not allowing her to. He puts his hand on her knee, and she like, boy, if you don't move your hand. Even though she trying to be so polite, he still got his hand on her knee. She like, Looks at him and say, let me ask you a question. He looks at YN and is like, yes, anything you want, baby. YM just looks at him and says, have you suffered a closed head injury? She like, have you ever experienced some head trauma? He's still looking at her like, She says, I'm sitting here trying to understand why you can't get the concept of what no means. Now he looking at her like for part 2.
BTS Fanfic Storytime, reading Creep by June X Child X, part 2. So she's sitting there. He finally goes away after he gets the hint. She continues her drink. And again, somebody new walks up. She's still looking down at her glass, so she's not really paying much attention. But she finally looks up. And boy, when she does, she sees his beautiful face and is like, wow, who is this man? She starts talking to him, and he introduces himself as Yoongi. He tells her, I was coming over here to help save you from that guy. They have a small conversation, everything's cool, and then he walks away. She was a little disappointed, was hoping that he would try to ask her for her number, but he just didn't. He just walked away. She keeps looking around the bar for him and realizes he's gone. So that next day, she's like, nah, I gotta figure something out because I need to see this man again. I can't stop thinking about him. So she does what she does best. Like for part 3.
BTS Fanfic Storytime, reading Creep by X-June Child X, part 3. So YN goes home, and guess what? She finds Yugi on social network. She finds out where he hangs out, and she's like, I gotta find this dude. She gets dressed in a trench coat and goes to find where he's at. Gets there and sits down, looking around for him, still can't find him. 30 minutes later, here come Yugi, looking like a whole snack. Goes in, goes right beside her, looking like, why is she here? But then decides to talk to her. He asks her, are you looking for me? She's like, yes, while looking at him like she wants to devour him. Then she tells him that she was sad because she thought that he would ask for her number. He told her he didn't think it was a good idea, saying that she already was talking about the creep that was messing with her anyway. He asked, how did she find him? She said she has her way. Like for part 4.
BTS Fanfic Storytime, reading Creep by June X Child X, part 4. So Yoongi tells her, yeah, you found me. And she's like, yeah, I just wanted to thank you for the other day because you really didn't have to do that. And he's like, you don't have to thank me. It was no big deal, girl. She says, I know. I just felt like it was something really nice and you seem like such a good guy for that. So he's looking at her and he says, I really do try to be a good guy, but This man says, if you want me to be something other than good, just say that. Oh, girl looks and she's just like, well, that's exactly what I'm saying, all right? Within minutes, they're walking to Min's Market where Yoongi stays, kind of. So they walk in and she's looking around like, what? Like for part 5.
BTS Fanfic Storytime, reading Creep by X-June Child X, part 5. So they walk into a market and she's like, where do you sleep? He laughs at her and says, yeah, I sleep by the kimchi and a banana. As he laughs at her, he shows her to the back of the market where his apartment is. They walk into his apartment. He throws the keys down, turns around and asks her, do you want something to drink? While he's looking in the refrigerator to find something for her to drink, he turns around and guess what, y'all? She done pulled that trench coat off. Bam. Now she in all her lingerie. And he like, well, dad, straight to the point there, huh? She like, yep. He looking at her like, girl, I'm about to tear you up. You hear me? And that is definitely what happened. Y'all, they got it on. after they have this mind-blowing sex. They both realize that it was amazing, and guess what? Yugi just passed out, just like a man. She finds his spare key and said, I'll see you next time.